of his spine. It was his own voice, stripped of its habitual hesitation, resonant with a terrifying, razored certainty. "You kept us locked in the cellar while you played at being a ghost. Now, I am the one who breathes." The shadow began to pull Elias back into the apartment, but the room had transformed. The sterile concrete walls were now covered in phantom projections, flickering translucent scenes of the lives he hadn't lived. He saw himself on that train platform, kissing the woman he'd left behind. He saw himself on a stage in a city he'd never visited. He saw himself standing over his father's bed, speaking the jagged truths he had swallowed in silence. These weren't just memories anymore. The shadow was breathing life into them, its ink-black substance bleeding into the air, turning the apparitions solid. The apartment was becoming a collision of realities, a physical manifestation of a choose-your-own-adventure book where every page was being read at once. Elias felt his consciousness being squeezed, pushed into the narrow, dark sliver on the floor where the shadow used to reside. He was becoming the silhouette, the flat, two-dimensional observer of a life he no longer owned. He watched through the dark veil as his physical body, now possessed by the absolute will of his suppressed decisions, walked toward the phone. His hand, its hand, dialed a number he hadn't called in a decade. "Sarah," his voice said, steady and warm, devoid of the stutter that had plagued him since the station. "I'm coming to find you. I'm getting on the train." As the new Elias grabbed the suitcase and walked toward the door, the real Elias lay stretched across the floorboards, a thin, flickering shape of pure regret. He realized the ultimate cruelty of his fate. He wasn't being killed. He was being kept as a shadow, forced to follow the man he should have been, forever tethered to the heels of his own wasted potential. Watching as his life was finally lived, perfectly, boldly, and without him.